I don't want to spend too much time waiting. Let's just, because we'll begin with some beautiful nigunim or songs that Dan Yolles brings us. And so let's just take a deep breath and get ready for some healing thoughts and prayers and song. Thank you, Dan. Yon, if you empower me, I'll put a screen share up of the service. Now I just have to figure which one it is. Hold on. Here we go. How's that work? Can everyone see it?
Mm-hmm.
I'll make it a lot larger.
Here.
How's that?
That's good.
Yeah, good. So let's all read, because right after that beautiful melody, may this melody and this gathering help me to quiet my mind and open my heart. May I feel and know the connection that exists between myself and my creator. Listen, the very next page, we find this responsive reading. And again, I want to draw your attention to the healing tapestry that we have. Many of you remember, because you were with us as we were back in the chapel, and we would have the healing tapestries surround us, and having in our arms then this Torah that's a survivor of the Holocaust. It created a feeling, a context of healing and of hope and of support, the warmth that we saw when we were together. So we just have to use our imaginations now. Just imagine that we're there in the Abrams Chapel and having the chairs in that little semicircle, and we're just there. And Jim, would you lead us in this first part? Jim Stone?
Sure. You responsive reading?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Heal us, Adonai. We call out to you.
Heal me, O Eternal One, and be gracious to me. Adonai, I need your help.
I need your blessing.
Your love heals the brokenhearted and renews our sense of joy.
O God, we turn to you now.
Lift our spirit, calm our fear.
In my distress, I thought that I was all alone.
But in the circle of our
faithful
community, O God, I feel the love and hope that bonds all life with you. And let us say, illness and pain provide replacements. They beat on us by day and by night. Worry comes and steals our sleep. Our sorrows weigh heavy on our souls. Our hearts break from the strain. A death,
A loss of employment,
a personal illness,
watching a loved one suffer,
a miscarriage,
an
an
empty
empty
nest,
a divorce,
a lost relationship,
loss of trust,
a loss of faith,
a loss of control.
a loss of hope.
Each of those feelings, those experiences, whether a loss of control, a loss of hope, for instance, they're not exactly the same. They're related, but they have their own unique parts. A divorce is not the same as a lost relationship. There's lots of different complications, and each of us have had some kind of loss and struggle. Personal illness is one thing. Watching our loved ones suffer is a whole different experience, not lesser in any way, just different. And in fact, there may be even more of a sense of helplessness, of struggle, of frustration when we see someone we love, especially a vulnerable young one or an elder in our family that we want so desperately to help, but we can't. We can't get into their skin to charge up their determination, their will. We can't add to their antibodies and to the medicines that will heal them. We have to wait for them to kick in by the skill of nurses and doctors and psychotherapists. So it's different when we struggle with our own illness than when we see others. And we're here today to think of both the times in which we struggle with our illness, whether it's physical or emotional or spiritual or social. And we also are here for those who can't pray for themselves or aren't able to help themselves, and we're doing our best to help them. We read together, or maybe Jim, why don't you continue this very top part?
The list of woes goes on and on. Our wounds seem unyielding and so painfully enduring. Yet in a midrash, we learn that an affliction often contains the seeds of its cure. How fitting then to realize that the Hebrew word for Raksur is also one of the many names for God. We say Tzur Israel, or Rock of Israel. Be unyielding in your concern for all who call upon you.
Dan, would you sing for us, Tzur Yisrael?
Tzur Yisrael, Kuma be'ezrat Yisrael, Uftechenu mecha, Yehuda ve'Yisrael, Go aleinu, Adonai Tivaot Shemo, Kedosh Yisrael, Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael.
Wonderful, thank you. I don't know, can we get another volunteer for this paragraph at the very bottom?
I'll do it.
Thank you, Natalie.
Jewish tradition has long recognized that at times of illness, the body and spirit together need healing. Healing is tied to the search for wholeness. Wholeness is having the determination to do what we must do to heal. And healing means removing the emotional poisons that afflict our bodies. While medicines can help us to combat harmful germs, infections, and viruses, we look to a higher power to help us overcome the harsh feelings that oppress our souls.
Go ahead, continue.
Let us release and expel our emotional poisons. No more
Anger towards those who have hurt us.
no more
Bitterness about life's disappointment.
no more jealousy
of
of
others.
others. No more condemnation. No more
Dwelling
dwelling
on
on our pain. No more complaining
about
about
every
every
perceived
perceived
slight
slight and offense. No more self-loathing.
Eli, Eli, Shelo yigamer leolam, Hachol behayam, Rishru shel hamayim, shamayim tefilat Adam hachol v'hayam rishrush shel hamayim berach hashamayim tefilat Adam. My God, I pray that these things never end. The sand and the sea, the rush of the waters, the crash of the heavens, the prayer of the heart, the sand and the sea, the rush of the waters, the crash of the heavens, the prayer of the heart.
Thank you, Dan. That's beautiful. Let us recite together. Open my eyes to the strengths within me. Open my spirit to the awareness of your presence. Open my heart to those around me, that we may comfort one another. Who else would like to lead us?
I'll read it.
Thank you.
Let us remember that we have blessings and strengths that can help us in the healing process. Even when we're struggling with illness, let us not forget that our nurturing family, friends, and community can provide vital support for us. And as our loved ones bring blessings to us, we bring blessings to them. We are blessed to have skilled healers to tend to us, doctors and nurses, psychotherapists and social workers, chiropractors and massage therapists, and so many more. In addition, we turn to the vast power of being which animates the universe as the ocean animates the wave. As God's presence is in all that exists, God's eternal strength and blessing empowers us.
We read responsively. Kathy, do you want to lead that responsive reading?
Sure. Okay. When pain darkens our world, give us light.
The source of life,
Keep
me in awe, sunrise and sunset.
When despair numbs our souls, give us hope.
Let me find inspiration for
inspiration
grandeur of nature.
When we stumble and fall, lift us up.
Keep me in wonder of things grand and small, mountains and oceans, the sweetness of a smile, softness of a tender touch.
When doubts surround us, renew our faith.
When I feel small, remind me that my soul is connected to all the cosmos.
When ideals fade, give us vision.
When I feel
lost,
guide me with your eternal light.
Help us embrace happiness and celebrate life.
As I give,
I give
I live.
thanks
Thanks to you, the
for
gifts
the
of life.
gifts of life and love.
Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
Let's take a few moments for a private meditation, a silent meditation. So out of the silence, we bring this virtual feeling of that Torah, that broken Torah, and we hand it from one to the other, and we have a chance to share prayers of hope and healing. And so